to 11. There you go.
Check it.
ISO.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Pass to Harper. The shape. And Harper slams it in.
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Here's Harper. No good on the shot. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Houston. Barnes can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
And stolen by Barnes. Reeves outside. Up and in on the layup.
How about the toughness there by Reeves, meeting the defense inside and getting that one to go.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Harper's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's the 3. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Houston in the lead. Here's Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Banchero outside. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Houston with it to the inside. Back to Reeves. Inside. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Pass to Reeves. Over in the corner, Banchero. It's stolen by Banchero. And the dunk by Barnes.
And showing off some agility on the break. Banchero is so elusive in the open floor.
Over in the corner, Banchero. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Towns. And it's Harper with the rebound. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Orlando shooting their first foul shot of the game. Here is Harper. He's got 8. The shot's good. Harper's got 10 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
But our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Hayes hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Reed. Back to Curry. And Curry throws it down hard.
I mean, is there anything Steph Curry doesn't do?
Back to Harper. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land. Harper's got the lead up to 5 now for Houston. To the right side. Here's Curry. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Look at that rim protection. He just erased that shot.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good three-point shooter, and he's looking.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And it's Houston on the break. Harper's shot's good.
Like seeing him drain that three ball, showing he's capable of doing damage from outside.
Got that one up quick.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it's Towns missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
So, G8, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And what an excellent way to end that possession. There was some power on that throwdown.
Outside, Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
.56 seconds left to play here in the half. Towns, no luck. Here's Orlando now. They've gone in a top of the Raptors. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Unselfishly giving up the ball, putting the pass right where it needs to be.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Houston making a switch. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Curry. Left side, Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. And it's Orlando with another.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Maxey into the lane. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Dylan Harper getting it done for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Reeves has got the ball here for Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. And slams it right down on top of Zach Edey.
And you know the drive is coming from Reeves, but you still can't stop it.
Here's Harper. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Reeves outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Houston in the lead. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Great length as a guard. Harper's wingspan snuck up on the shooter.
For Orlando, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the clutch.
Showing up and showing off, Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Harper's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
And in a groove and showing no signs of slowing down. His offense has been pretty impressive here tonight.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Out to the wing. Outside Curry. Kicks it out to Williamson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Stolen by Reeves. One-on-one here. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
And watching Mitchell there, he was just sitting on that one.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Pass to Edey. Harper in the corner. Curry with the steal. Deep 2 from Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Another miss by Orlando. And here's Houston. They lead by 1. And it's blocked.
Well, how about the timing to get up and knock that shot away? That's terrific defense.
For Houston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim. Well, Harper is such a good finisher in there. You almost have to foul him to stop him, and that sometimes doesn't work.
And Harper drops them both. And it's Houston's ball. Drives to the hoop. And Hayes throws it down.
In a game? Are you serious? Did he just pull that out?
And Carter has it in the corner. And it's in there. Carter's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Here's Curry. Here's the drive. And Curry throws it down hard.
Using that momentum on the drive to great effect. Now that's a dunk.
And Harper slams it in.
He may be a rookie, but Harper plays like a veteran. There's no intimidating this young man. Lots of buckets for him tonight.
Orlando moving the ball around. Towns Towns looking it over. And Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Here's Carter. And he slaps it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Dylan Harper. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Orlando has possession. On its way from Curry for two. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Oh, good work finding space outside. It serves him well when that jumper's falling.
Down low. Maxey with the block. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Here's Maxey. And he drives in. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Adebayo the screen.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound pass.
And no question that shot was affected by the defense. He was all over the shooter.
Rebounded by Curry. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Now Maxey.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Curry fires. Another chance here. Hachimura. Oh, what a finish.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Now Johnson. Here's Banchero. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Now Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sharp. He takes it in.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
A ton of confidence for Banchero. Big moments, no pressure.
Curry. 3. Good.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Sharp hits down the rebound. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Orlando. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
There isn't a shot Steph Curry doesn't have a feel for. Floaters, runners, whatever. The tougher, the better. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's the floater. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Blocking foul called. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Free throw good, Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And so it's Houston with it. 15-point game. No good. Had a chance to end the run right there. Now Edey. And he cans it in. On the wing, Johnson. Driving in.
Jalen Johnson. Assist goes to Tyrese Maxey.
Stephen Curry missed on the 3. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Reeves outside. Fade away. Yep, it counts.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
Curry looking it over. Takes it inside. And Curry with the stuff.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Sinks the triple.
Well, good job there getting to his spot. That was a good-looking three.
Here's Harper. Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And he comes up with the deuce.
Strong work in close. I like it when he goes up with confidence.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Here's Reeves. Screened by O'Neal. Reeves with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. The tray. And it's Austin Reeves with the three. Reeves has got 7 points in the game.
Well,
Never stop working. Props to Dylan Harper.
A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. O'Neal drives in.
oh, man. He got a step, and it was over.
Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And we've seen it. He can do this all game. Jordan with a great burst there to get the finish.
O'Neal high post. Nice move. Wembanyama with the rebound. Driving the lane. And Harper slams it in.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
Outside, down.
What a powerful dunk by Towns, showing the rim no mercy.
Outside for Wembanyama. Down low. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Stolen by O'Neal. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Towns. He takes it in. And the dunk by Towns.
I mean, what can you do about that? With Towns moving at full speed, no one wants to try and cut him off.
Back to Harper. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to Houston. Checking in for Chicago. Ben Wallace. Klay Thompson. Baron Davis.
Pass to Reeves. 2 on the clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And so it's Houston with it after Chicago picking up the basket just moments ago.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve. That is unreal. Davis, one of the most explosive athletes in the league.
And it's sent back by Waltz.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Mitchell, and he jams it with authority.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Johnson for 3. And Carroll grabs the board. Houston leading by 3. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Harper slams it in.
Oh, showing the hops there. Harper can get up with the best of them.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Houston making a switch. Chicago trails by 5. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
I love the way in which Harper's attacking right now, finding the soft spots.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harper. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Mitchell feeling it out. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Here's Williamson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Johnson outside. Williamson, the screen. Beyond the arc. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Williamson's got 6 points.
Well, the 3 ball hasn't been a featured component of Zion's game, but with work, he can become capable from there.
They double-team Curry. Will it go? Oh, Curry making a statement.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
Yeah, well, that's on the defense. They got to put out a little more effort to keep that.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Chicago making a switch here.
Number 23.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Johnson, a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. Going inside. And three from Jordan. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Johnson outside. Johnson with the block. They get it back. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Houston enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Chicago trails by 12. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the line.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
Shaquille O'Neal. Immediate turnover. The ball goes to Chicago.
Outside Harper. Johnson outside. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Houston leading by 12. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Knocks down the three ball.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Yeah, and they might as well continue to play through him because the defense hasn't had an answer at all. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson over to help. A deep three from Towns. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, great effort there to deny the shot.
Off the inbound. Reeves gets the bucket. 11 points for Austin Reeves.
And you know the drive is coming from Reeves, but you still can't stop it.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand clutch.
They're going for the throat.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Second personal
Houston
foul.
leading by 9.
Second team foul.
Takes a step back.
Foul.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
2 minutes.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Hayes. And there's the drive. Wembanyama knocks it away. And stolen by Maxey. Maxey on the wing. Shoots over Curry. And Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Houston now. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
First personal foul.
And Towns is a lot for a defense to handle, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Towns. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Towns. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Pass to Banchero. Trains the three-pointer. Banchero's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep. Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Mitchell wide open.
Donovan Mitchell.
And Houston again with the bucket.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Count that one. That's 28 points for Dylan Harper.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Thompson for the triple. Good D by Mitchell. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And so it's Houston, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Reeves has got the ball here for Houston. 15-point game. Banchero looking around. Lays it up and banks it in.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Here's Curry. And Curry throws it down.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And the jam by Stephen Curry.
I mean, is there anything Steph Curry doesn't do?
Curry brings the double. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And Houston leads by 17.
Well, the analytics may not like it, but games are won and lost in that mid-range.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Chicago making a switch here. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Houston leading by 17. Austin Reeves gets the three-pointer to fall.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Houston leading by 20. O'Neal on the wing. For three, Mitchell. And another three for Houston.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Curry. Hits the target from 18 feet. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Left side, Jordan. Back to Harper. A fader. Yeah, that goes in.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
And Houston leads by 20.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Taking no chances all the way to the 10.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wallace. Drops in the layup for 2. 58 seconds left in the game. With the fadeaway. And it's Houston with another.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so here is Houston. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. It's rebounded by Anunoby. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That's his first foul.
For Houston, number 2, Dylan Harper.
Reeves left side. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guy at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Should be a fun one here. We have some collegiate players stepping into the fray. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be Houston off the tip. Towns for three. Here's Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Ooh, how about the powerful move there on that slam for McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
Stolen by Reeves. To the middle. Here's Towns. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Well, you know, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
And Towns drops them both. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates?
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Second team foul.
Pass to Shaq. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Shaq's got his second basket of the game.
How about Shaq with the mid-range there, showing a willingness to step out and expand his game.
And a wide open look for Irving. It's rebounded by Houston. Reeves right side. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Irving with it. Now guarded by Towns. Irving misses. He's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 22.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Houston. 6-point game. Towns wide open. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 5 points so far.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in the defense. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now here's Curry. Launches it from deep. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Houston leading by 7. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. The kick out to Towns. Here's Shaq. Here's Banchero for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And it's sent back by McAdoo.
That's an 8-second